Hello, wanted to do a quick update on sort of Alfi V2 and what kinds of capabilities are being built into Alfi. So over here on this window, just to save time on typing, um, we have a mechanism that Alfi knows how to install itself. So I'm just showing an example here of a prompt that I'm just asking it what kinds of things I have to do to get Alfie set up. So it's smart enough to help with the setup. I could just run the install, and the agent will actually walk through, make sure that everything is set up for you automatically. So that's one example of different things that you can do with Alfie. Over here, what we're going to do is, oh, I have a typo over here, groups. Okay, so we have the ability to be connected. Right now, I'm connected to my backend system with Alfie, which is an Azure AKS or Azure. And so I'm sort of asking it in Azure, what are the resource groups that we're sort of using for OSDU here? And I'm going to sort of isolate to a resource group. Okay, so it's sort of finding all the different resource groups that we have that we're working with in OSDU. And so I could sort of see right here uh, is this one right here in the internal. This is the backend system that I'm currently connected to with Alfie. So let's just go ahead and ask it another question, which is what is the state of my services in the OSDU Azure namespace? So we're going to just sort of talk to it and find out, hey, what's going on with the services? Okay, so it's sort of looking, it's like, hey, you got a bunch of stuff deployed. Okay, that's cool. Oh, look at this. We got a bunch of unhealthy pending pods. So let's just sort of ask it, why are the pods in a pending state? Do you know why? So we'll just ask it. So it's going to go out there and sort of check, figure out what's going on. We'll allow this to run in our namespace. We got some resource constraint problems going on. It seems like we have insufficient CPU. So this might be something then that I go and try to get things cleaned up. I could potentially work with Alfie to get some of the stuff cleaned up, reset the services, things like that. So that's just another example. What we'll also do is we can work directly with the source code here. So let's list the git status for every repository. Okay, so the repositories that OSDU knows, let's see if we can go list the git status. And it's like, hey, I want to go run a command. And it's trying to run a command, open up the bash window, ran the command. And essentially what it's telling me here is uh, the branches that we're sort of on. We have some branches, like the OS core lib, we're on this branch. Can you show me a report? So we'll just sort of ask it, see if it can resolve that. I don't know if there's a BR command. It's guessing now. See if it can figure out. No. Eh, no. Uh, so that's just sort of an example. There's a lot of, I mean, we can basically integrate and work with real CLI commands. It comes to how smart we are in talking to the system. And then what we tend to do is we tend to craft knowledge or prompts or information to tell it when I ask general questions use these type of commands, and we give it hints and tips and things like that. So this is just sort of an example of different things that we can now do also uh, in V2. And like I said before, like we've seen before, we have the ability still to do Alfi triage, Alfi plan. And so you see these little agent loops are starting to get developed to see different things that we can actually do. So that's a quick rundown on sort of different things that we can do in Alfi as we're moving forward. Thanks for watching.